So whoever's next to drive, I think we can agree that you stay in here so that you're always available. We always know that that person is the person. Yeah.
Right, well here we are at Buckmore Park. Very proud to be one of the key sponsors of this. Look at this crack platoon of motor racing drivers here, and I'm going to introduce my good friend, national sponsor from Ultimate Lifestyles, Mr. Carl Jaffa. And Carl, if you'd be so kind as to introduce your team, please.
Yeah, thanks very much, Ian. Really pleased to be here. Amazing event. Just like to introduce you to the team. I'm Carl. We've got Kenzie here. Nice to see you. Jack at the back. Come forward. Piers, Luke, Ozzy, Tom, and Aaron. We're the crack team, and we are going to rock it.
You've got the spawning drop in your chest, okay? You've got to.
It means a lot to us, guys. It means a lot.
There we go.
Look at the field sweeping nearly 4 wide through the first couple of corners there. Very busy start into turn 2, but what a great start by our pole sitters there, Yusuf. They've absolutely streaked away in the opening stages while everyone else jostles for position.
Look at it, it's going to start to rain in an hour.
Is it in an hour's time, yeah?
Yeah. So when Piers finishes his session, it's pretty much like, but it's only going to be light rain. And then it's going to piss down at 6 o'clock.
The Sporting Club's still leading in the rookie class as well, and they've very handily got the TRX Motorsport Elite team and now Toby and the Bandits between themselves and the early leaders.
Yeah, you might be alright.
Well done, brother. Well done.
This is going to be the point now where I think our top teams, if any of them, try to desync.
Yes.
Hitting that 15, 20 minutes earlier, we're getting to that stage.
Really good start. Managing the traffic, managed to stay out of trouble, and then it was quite difficult to make sure that I was always going forward rather than getting bogged down, because it's very easy to then suddenly be the one that's always going backwards. But I think we were really steady through traffic, and then as we got into the stint, there was about halfway through it got a bit difficult to stay consistent. And then joined by some other traffic, it was just helpful to follow someone towards the end. So all in all, quite happy. I think it went well.
And some big sense.
So it is my first stint, just about to go out. Just started raining, so it could get a little bit interesting. But we're going to give it the best. See what happens.
I think it went really well in the start. I think it was easy to kind of rehearse the practice lines and the drive, but I think it's hard to interpret about halfway through the wet line, which is where we're at the moment. But now just taking all of that forward into the second stint will be really helpful.
Looking forward to it. It's cold, it's getting dark, it's been raining. Perfect time to go do some racing.
Really slippery, really hard to find the right dry line. It's kind of quite hard really when you've got some pros going past you and some rookies going past you. Just keep your momentum up and keeping your morale up really. But other than that, it wasn't too cold, wasn't getting too achy. It's just constantly focusing on what you're doing and trying to make sure you're not going off. Got knocked out a couple of times and spun myself a couple of times. So yeah, it wasn't the best hour of go-karting I've ever done, to be honest.
Leading in, leading out,
That was a challenging 2.5 hours out on track in the most biblical wet weather that I think I've experienced in a long time. But got the hang of it a little bit as I got going. It's a completely different driving style to what I'm used to. You know, you're almost power sliding these things to keep the revs up where they've not got that much power in them. So it took a little while to get my head around that, but I think managed to pull back 4 or 5 laps to the next kart, so happy with that. I could barely walk on my right foot afterwards when I got out, so hopefully you didn't capture too much of me hobbling away just there. I don't know what I was doing with that, but had some great battles. I think with Quadrant at one point we were rubbing pods and lots of little bumping and stuff going on, but good fun, rubbings racing and all that.
I'm ready, mate. Yeah? Yeah, been turning 25 at the wheel. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm not going to interrupt your counting, Sunshine, but I'm going to. Good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, not so bad, thanks very much.
What team are you here with this weekend?
We were here with the Sporting Club.
And how's the race going from your perspective? It's not easy, is it, this?
Everybody's struggling, I think. You know, what with the weather. You know, it's very, very difficult. Fortunately, I haven't got to go out there. I've just got to look at them, tell them off.
You got the same sort of situation as us. We can sit in the warm and go, oh, that looks cold out there, doesn't it? Oh, it's not very nice. That's a bad lap.
Yeah.
Who's sort of the standout performer in the team? Just to call them out on air.
I think Jack's done very well. He's just been very consistent. Mackenzie's been consistent. You know, they're a rookie team. You know, at the end of the day, and with these conditions, they're certainly learning a lot.
Well, I think we all are at this point in the morning, aren't we? Well, enjoy the rest of it, mate. Have a good one.
And you, take care.
You look like you've just come in from a stint. Which team is it you with?
With the Sporting Club.
Oh, we've literally just spoken to this gentleman here about that. Is your name Jack?
Yes.
Well, he says you've been doing really badly and you need to do better. I'm joking. He's actually just been saying how well you've been doing. What's it like out there?
It's very slippy. Yeah, it's challenging. It's the first time I've karted in that condition, like that level of wetness. Yeah, it's very wet out there, but yeah, just done my best.
That's all you can do in these conditions, isn't it? What's it been like trying to adapt to that then, considering you've not done it before? What's been the sort of biggest challenge, other than not spinning the thing?
Well, I did spin once, and that's a big learning curve, is when it happens, that happens, don't do that again. But yeah, it's just kind of just getting a feel for the slides and where to brake a little bit earlier, where to accelerate a little bit earlier, where to accelerate a bit later. So that's it really. I'm very tired now.
I'm going to say, your eyes say that you're tired. How long were you in the kart for?
I think about 2 hours. About 2? Yeah, just over 2 hours, yeah.
Braver than I, mate, but still very well done. Nice
very much. Cheers, thank you.
Are you as tired as you look?
Yeah, quite tired.
What team is it you're with this weekend?
Sporting Club.
How many of you lot is there?
Too many. We need to be in bed.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Well, it's what? 2:05 now. Have you just got out? No, he's just got out the car. When are you back in?
Not until the last stint. So bringing it home.
The important stint. The one you get to celebrate the most.
Yeah, well, the one where I could absolutely smash it or, yeah, be the worst enemy.
Well, we hope that it's not the latter, of course. Well, have you found the race so far? You enjoyed being a part of it?
Yeah, great event. Really loving it over here. But yeah, as my teammate said there, driving in the wet for the first time is definitely a challenge, and it doesn't look like it's going to be easing off anytime soon. So yeah, just keep going through it, I guess.
I was going to say, this is not an easy circuit in these conditions either, because it's one of the most sort of undulating circuits in the country, isn't it, for karting? It's usually they're very flat, but this place has got a few more elements to it, hasn't it, than other circuits?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, most of our training's been in the dry as well. So whenever we come down, it hasn't been raining, so it's just standard British summer, really, isn't it?
There's the 22 of the Sporting Club and the number 2 there of TRX Motorsport Elite. They are not battling for position. In fact, TRX Motorsport Elite currently running 5th place at this moment in time. They are 2 laps down on the only way is Brentwood. And as we've seen, if problems do rear their head, 2 laps becomes no gap at all. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there as the number 2 tries to go down the inside. Of course, when you go down the inside on a damp circuit like this, on a greasy circuit, you do tend to understeer slightly. I'll tell you what though, they're not letting them have that. The Sporting Club are not letting them pass. And there's no obligation to sort of cede the position. You can fight it if you really want to. There are no blue flags.
You're well within your right to unlap yourself.
Yeah.
Try and push on.
Yeah, exactly that.
Cars that you see bag racing today are cars that I remember being on the road as a kid in ubiquity.
I love that. Laura, who's on our remote cameras, is now doing up some shoelaces. Is there anything Laura cannot do?
I was about to say, Laura.
Breaker, rubber duck.
Discussing some unique overtaking methods which involve just bouncing off the inside of another car.
No.
I think you said it helps, just set it off just right to get the apex.
Yeah,
something like that.
it helped me get an apex. I used someone's bumpers to get me to an apex because I missed it. He missed it too, so fine.
Copy that, Overwatch Tower, Supreme Leader, we will put board out. Hi guys, we're on the last 30 minutes, last stint. We're all going to go out there and cheer Aussie on in a minute. We're going to make sure he comes home strong and hard. The track is really drying out, so we're getting in low 50s at the moment. We're keeping pace with any of the other teams. A bit too late to get a place now, I think, unfortunately. But there's always next year. Thanks guys for all your support, much appreciated. See you soon.
Show the badge.
There
it is.
We're going to shout when we're about to start the presentation.
Hi guys, right, this is the wrap party for the 2024 Sporting Club Buckmore Park 24-hour go-karting. Just finished. Guys, it was amazing. We're actually tired, so it's going to be a beer, bath, bed I reckon. But let me introduce you again to the team. Jack, Mackenzie, Piers, Ozzy, Luke, Aaron and Tom, and obviously myself, Carl.
We are tired.
We are struggling. Now listen, amazing, honestly, we're definitely going to come back next year and we're going to get even better. So we didn't medal this time, but we were here for the Sporting Club and that's what it's all about. Mwah. Thanks guys.
Hey.